You don't get the business you deserve. You should be mobbed.
Yeah. Thank you.
Watching this video has completely changed how I think about property marketing. The video tells a story of a woman called Samantha. Samantha is looking to sell her house in Somerset, but Samantha works for a man called Charlie, and Charlie runs a company that helps homeowners find estate agents in their local area. So they decide to run an experiment. They get Samantha to ring all the local estate agents in the area and then find which ones are the best. And unknown to the estate agents, they secretly film each meeting.
My gut reaction at the moment is I think you're going to be somewhere around the sort of 250, 260 mark.
What's your idea of silly money? I'm going to write down what I think.
Okay, tell me yours.
A silly one, I would say, would probably 275, 280.
Yeah.
And a true one, 265.
Oh! Expect 260, silly 275.
Yeah.
So Samantha goes and meets the estate agents and they all give a sales pitch. Some offer different valuations, some maybe present their services in a different way, but really it's quite difficult for Samantha to tell the difference between each individual agent. So what was the deciding factor that led to Samantha choosing the estate agent that she eventually chose?
Yeah, so you're in the position where you've had 11 people come to you, 11 agents come round, give you their opinion on its pricing.
Yeah.
Answer your question about strategy for achieving maximum price, and from that you've shortlisted 3 of those 11.
So, number 1, trust, absolutely.
What did she say about maximising the price?
So, strategy gave me examples of how she words things and what she'd say to people. And I think the other thing that really, really did it for me, she is a one-woman band.
If that's a really great working relationship where you can communicate honestly with your agent and they can communicate honestly with you, you are going to get a better result faster because you're not tiptoeing around each other's sensitivities, you're not failing to communicate in ways that the person doesn't understand. It's the relationship. And I find it fascinating that actually ended up being the clincher for you.
Yeah.
Quite simply, Samantha liked one of them. She chose the one that gave her the best gut feeling. So what happened with the agent that Samantha picked? Well, she did great. She received an all-cash offer of $280,000, but later on received an offer of £300,000 for her home, tens of thousands of pounds above what she initially had hoped to receive. The challenge for the agent that Samantha picked was that not enough people knew about her. She had a fantastic service, provided customised support, and individually was able to sell her home within 10 weeks, way above the initial asking price. But as Charlie noted, she wasn't inundated with homeowners that wanted her to sell her home, because no one knew about her.
Being as good as you are, clearly, and this is based on what I've seen impartially, you and I have never met, right?
No.
I guarantee you that most people in Taunton, first-time sellers, won't know that you exist,
No, they don't know.
won't have any way of finding out that you do care more for your customers than other people. You don't get the business you deserve. You should be mobbed.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm not
But
being
I'm not-
personal.
no,
I'm not
no,
blowing sunshine up anywhere.
No, yeah, and it's really heartwarming. It's it's what it is. We're winning, which is lovely, and it's lovely to do it. But yeah, it'd be so lovely if more people knew. And
Well, hopefully we
that
can
would
help
be,
that now.
yeah, that would be amazing. I would love that.
And this clip here has completely changed the way I think about my own services, property marketing. Because when I'm pitching my services to estate agents, I'm selling photography, floor plans, video, drone, etc. I'm focused on how to best market the home. But what I neglect is the sales process that happens before the home is being sold, when the estate agents are selling themselves. In some ways, marketing the home is the easy part. Marketing the estate agent themselves is more complex. If the homeowner's decision to go with an agent is largely personality-based or feel and trust-based, then how can agents actually position themselves in the market to be the agent that is trusted with enough homeowners? Unless you have something incredibly unique about the way you market your properties, maybe the photography you use or the style of video, then it's possible you're going to be competing in an oversaturated market with an undifferentiated offer. And of course, in those situations, race to the bottom, the lowest priced agent tends to win. You know that as an agent, if you can get in front of enough homeowners, you have the personality and the charm and the individual trust and character to persuade homeowners to go for you for their business. However, how do you get in that conversation in the first place? If it is your personality that is the key factor in these sales conversations, then you need to have a personal brand. In a market where competition is fiercer than ever, a personal brand allows you to differentiate yourself in a way that very few individual agents are so far willing to do. Having individual one-on-one conversation with homeowners just isn't very scalable. If your personality is the key thing that is getting you in front of people, then the only way to do it on a scalable basis is by leveraging social media. By having an individual listing with you front and centre, either with an agent-led introduction where you describe the property, give a brief introduction to yourself and the company, you can position yourself as the authority in your local area. And that is the thing that stops you competing on price and starts to allow you to compete based on something actually unique. The unique quality is you as an individual. People that like you, people that trust you, and people that also, when you walk into that room, if they've already watched some of your content, you then have already established trust because they've seen you do property tours, they've seen you do local guides of the area in which you sell, and you become the go-to expert in that area rather than one of 11, 12, 13 agents who are all going to pitch similar services, possibly with quite similar marketing packages as well. But don't take my word for it. If you whack the following question into ChatGPT, what is the number one best way for real estate agents in the UK to market themselves? Here is the answer. There isn't one single magic tactic, but in today's UK market, the number one most effective way for estate agents to market themselves is by building a strong personal brand on social media, especially local video-first content. Imagine walking into someone's living room and pitching them your services and then finding out they've already consumed some of your content. This gives you a huge advantage over your competitors because it takes advantage of something called the halo effect. The halo effect is a cognitive bias in which one positive trait of a person, brand or product influences an observer's overall favourable judgment on them. In other words, it acts as a mental shortcut, causing people to assume that if someone is attractive or skilled in one area, they possess other positive qualities. So if someone has seen you on Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn or whatever platform, they're far more likely to trust you than someone they've just met. So the more times you as an agent can get in front of camera yourself, whether an agent-led introduction to your videos, a tour of one of your new properties, or even better, an in-depth guide of the local area to position yourself as the leader within your specific niche. So 2026 is the year of the personal brand. If you haven't yet started your own social channels or done intro-led videos, drop me an email below and I'll happily give you a free introduction to some ideas on how to get started. Thanks very much and see you next time.